by saying, is it evening or night? What is it, y'all? Good evening to each of you. I want to thank you all so very much for joining us at this time. We are going to give a status update on our negotiations with Philadelphia's Municipal District Council 33. And to kick us off, you're going to hear from President Greg Boulware. Did I say it right? That's correct. Boulware, who is the president of District Council 33. He's also joined here on today by Vice President Antoine Little. Joan Gallagher was also with us, the Secretary Treasurer, and also members, leaders of District Council 33 who are present. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to President Boulware.
Thank you all, appreciate it. This evening, we signed off on a one-year extension with the City of Philadelphia that provided our members with a raise that would help raise the quality of life for our people. And it's just a stepping stone into the direction that we would like to see our members should be in. We pledged that we were going to fight for our members to change the quality of life for them, bring enlightenment to a lot of the workplace situations that needed to be addressed, to address a lot of the inequities that have been going on over the years. And today was a step in that right direction for our membership. So I'm pleased to announce that we've signed this one-year agreement.
Mr. President, you mind sharing anything about the table? Are we leaving the table?
Absolutely not. One of the ways that we got this done was the fact that we were in agreement that we were going to continue to push forward to make sure that we signed and worked on a long-term agreement that would bring some security for our people for the next several years, and then we will begin that journey as soon as the year turns over in January. So we are right back at the table, right back at addressing a lot of the issues that our people have, and we're going to continue to press forward with that and continue to try to make the lives better for our members of District Council 33, who we say repeatedly are Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Not just work for Philadelphia, we are Philadelphia. And Philadelphia continues to work because the members of District Council 33 do. And we're still striving to keep that going and keep pushing in the right direction for everyone.
Thank you, Mr. President. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. President. The first thing I learned when I became mayor of Philadelphia is that you don't get anything done alone. I made a commitment to the people of the city that if they gave me the privilege of serving as their mayor, that I would work hard to make Philadelphia what people, I'm telling you, everywhere I go, they get what the assignment is. And that we're doing our best to make Philadelphia the safest, cleanest, and greenest big city in the nation with access to economic opportunity for all. And as mayor, I am absolutely positively clear that that vision cannot be a reality if we don't have the men and women who are part of the City of Philadelphia's municipal workforce leading in a way that they are providing services that are much needed in our city, but also are employed and have the respect and the dignity that they deserve in their own respective lives. With that being said, I want to be very clear and affirming that on today, labor falls under the portfolio of Chief Deputy Mayor Sincere Harris, who left the Biden-Harris White House to come work with me, formerly of Governor Wolf's administration, that she was this administration's lead manager in these efforts. And I want to very specifically say on today to Sincere Harris, to Cara, Lay, Annie, I know I just screwed you up. I always do. Who worked extremely hard. Perry DiVirgilio, Pam Robinson, Sharon Ulact, Kat Lamb, Sincere Harris, I said Megan Malone, Crystal Charity, and Candy Jones, who is in one capacity right now, but we're going to be making another announcement on Monday about what she will formally be doing in a new role for the city of Philadelphia. But I need you to know that as mayor of the city, I know we don't get here on today without you, and I want to give my team a round of applause. I want to say this as well. Someone said to me, they were talking about our municipal workforce, and I told them that we had the best municipal workforce in America. And I was proud to be the mayor with District Council 33 members, 47 members, our police and our firefighters, and all of the work that they do to help make Philadelphia move forward in a way that we can become the first-class city that we should be in the city of Philadelphia, and not just a stop-off between Washington, D.C. and New York City. As mayor, I needed to say this too. I'm a student of history, Mr. President, and you heard me share this during our conversations. I have watched folks make politically expedient decisions when it came to collective bargaining here in the city of Philadelphia, and I've watched that over the years. And when I was a state legislator in Harrisburg, I faced it head on because it was years after those politically expedient decisions had been made by mayors that we were looking at a municipal pension fund that was only 45% funded. 45% funded. Now, Philadelphia is in a place where our actuary tells us that we will be 100% funded in our municipal pension fund in 10 years. Listen, I'm telling you that just 6 to 7 years ago, we never imagined that we would be at the 62.2% funded that we are now, but that the actuaries would be telling us that the future of the men and women who we are looking at and working with on today, that their municipal pensions would be safe and secure because we made decisions that placed the fiscal stability of the city of Philadelphia above all. Because if you don't do that, then you're not really working in the best interest of the municipal workforce. So to President Boulware, thank you for affirming that we've agreed to not leave the table. Thank you for affirming that I'm happy that we're here on today, but that this is the start. If we stay at the table, I as mayor have wholeheartedly committed to reaching a multi-year deal with not just District Council 33, but our hope and goal is that we would be able to do that in a fiscally responsive manner with every municipal workforce that is representative of the city of Philadelphia. I finally want to close with this because I talked to my team about this. Folks have asked, aside from the 5%, fiscally, what does this cost the city of Philadelphia? For fiscal year 2025, it's $14.2 million in the city's general fund. For the purposes of the 5-year plan, the total cost is $80.2 million. Now, First Deputy Finance Director Kat Lamb, Kat, where are you? Just where are you, Kat? All right, Kat Lamb is here. If we make any left turns with these numbers, you make sure that you correct us for the record. But we have $80.2 million here. It's more than a fair deal, and it also puts our municipal workforce on a path to self-sufficiency. Mr. President, there is something that was also more important to me, and you and I talked about this, and I want to commend you for fighting. That is what a union leader is supposed to do. You pushed, and you pushed, and you pushed at the table. But it was because you were relentless in your pursuit to get the best agreement that you possibly could on behalf of your members, that outside of that 5% and that $1,400 bonus, I am proud to say that we're going to create a new job that is termed sanitation worker. And those laborers in sanitation with permanent status are going to be able to promote in place, which means that it's going to happen automatically. Newly hired laborers in sanitation, and I hope the people out there who are in PHLTCB or are in Future Track who sometimes get frustrated and they're saying, wow, this is really, really tough work. Newly hired laborers in sanitation who collect our trash and recycling, they will automatically promote into the class after successfully passing their 6-month probationary period. And they're going to get a pay raise. They're going to be paid at one pay range higher than what it is that they get now. And I take a point of personal pride with that, because I can't talk about safe, clean, and green and talk about how valuable they are to implementing that agenda when the men and women who are actually out there doing that work, cleaning those inlets and those sewers, Mr. President, I told you about the 52 in Kensington that this administration called for. And the residents who live there said, we need this to happen immediately. And our municipal workforce, they went out there and they got that job done. And so it is here on today that District Council 33 helps us to lead the way as we enter into negotiations with 22, with 5, with 47 in our entire municipal workforce to ensure that we are doing right by the people who help to keep the city of Philadelphia moving forward. I also just privately said a few minutes ago, because you got to tell the truth publicly, that, Mr. President, there were a whole lot of people hoping that the Parker administration and District Council 33 would not reach an agreement. Philadelphia, as your mayor, I can't tell you how surprised and shocked I was to know that so many people thrive in messiness. I am happy that President Boulware, his team, our administration, that we did not allow any petty politics to dominate our ultimate goal, and that was to figure out a way to get to yes that would be in the best interest of the men and women of District Council 33 and the long-term fiscal health of the city of Philadelphia. For that, on tonight, I'm proud. There are a whole lot of Philadelphians who are proud too, who they're saying, okay, I'll be all right over Thanksgiving with my trash, and while the company is there and everything that they need to do, they'll be happy to know that we've found a way to reach an agreement. I now want Sincere Harris and then Cara to say a few words about what they thought about this process. Please give Sincere Harris a round of applause.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Some of you may know I like to be a woman of few words. And there's not much to add to what President Boulware and Mayor Parker have already said, except I will say that it is an honor and a privilege to be a part of this team and to be standing here along with the hardworking men and women of DC 33 who keep the city going. We are proud to have reached this agreement today, but as the mayor said, today is just the first stop. We know we still will continue to be at the table to work towards a multi-year agreement, which is our goal for all of our municipal unions. With that, I want to bring up Cara Leahy, who is our first Deputy Director in the Mayor's Office of Labor, and she is also the Director of the Employee and Labor Relations Unit. It was her and the team, but largely Cara doing a lot of the hard work to make sure we got here today and drafting all the technical pieces that made up this deal. So, Cara, if you don't mind coming up and sharing stage.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was lovely. Thank you. As the mayor said, you don't get here alone. None of us do. And we had excellent help from my labor team, our legal team, the Office of Human Resources, the Office of the Finance Director, and of course, our partners, District Council 33, and we're looking forward to getting back in there and get to where we know everyone wants to be, which is a multi-year agreement. Thank you.
We're going to take some questions. If you have any questions for me, the administration, and/or President Boulware, anyone? Sean, I knew, okay, I was gonna say, I know, Sean, you gotta have a question. Well, yes, go, Carl, go through those details.
Thank you. Unless you'd like to do something. Okay. Yes, there have been some other changes as well. As the mayor mentioned, we are creating a new title called sanitation worker, and all laborers in sanitation with permanent full-time status will be automatically promoting into that position when it is established. And then newly hired laborers in sanitation will automatically promote into that position after they successfully complete the probationary period. And with that, they will receive a raise, their pay grade will raise by one range. Also, asphalt rakers will also have their pay adjusted by one pay range. Well, those who will immediately promote once this class is established will be those holding permanent, full-time, permanent status as a laborer in the sanitation department.
Yeah, let me just say this. I want to give you some historical context here. Let me just say this. I just want to note this. The 5% pay increase, and this is important to note to the people in the city of Philadelphia for the record. This increase is truly historic. The members of District Council 33 have not received a pay increase of this magnitude. And let us just say it for the record. This magnitude in over 30 years. We went back to our fiscal books at 30 years, right? How can I be a mayor? I want you to tell me how duplicitous it is to be a mayor, to say safe, clean, and green, and access to economic opportunity for all is my priority, my vision for the city of Philadelphia. And I want to put people on a path to self-sufficiency, and we haven't found a way to lift up our municipal workforce. So we, traditionally people see where we are, what happens through the arbitration, police and the fire. They are accustomed to that. District Council 47, they do an amazing job for us, and we're, again, working with them. The goal is multi-year contracts with our municipal unions here in the city of Philadelphia. So if anybody is thinking that they're going to weaponize this agreement and play divide and conquer with the municipal workforce here in the city of Philadelphia, as mayor, I can't stop anybody from getting engaged in that messiness. I won't try to do that. The only thing I will say directly to the people of this city and the municipal workforce in this city, that placing the city of Philadelphia's fiscal health and stability first, we're going to make sure that we do right in every way imaginable for our municipal workforce, and I commit to that 1,001%. President Boulware, I don't know if you have anything in addition to that one.
Well, I definitely have a few things to say in regards to that. I've consistently said throughout this entire process that the city of Philadelphia does not operate without the hard work of our men and women at District Council 33. All we've asked for this entire time was to be able to enjoy a quality of life in the city of Philadelphia, to continue to keep providing the services that we do every day. This is a great city. However, the escalating costs to live in this city are going up astronomically. And so we needed to make sure we advocated for our people in a way that allowed them to be able to continue to live and thrive in this city. And so by establishing this one-year agreement, we've taken a step in that direction to allow that to happen. Our people are the most dedicated people, I say, in the country, in the country of the U.S. Philadelphia is like no other, and our membership is like no other. We work hard. We give ourselves, we give our spirit and our soul to the city of Philadelphia because we love it. We're not just the workers. Like I said, we are Philadelphia, right? from every corner of the city. So nobody knows it like we do, and nobody works the way we do. And we fight, and we deserve every single thing that we acquire. Because we were insistent on wanting to make sure that we came to terms, again, with the long-term agreement moving forward. But we needed to establish something for our workers now who are hurting day to day, that needed to see economic stimulus into their situations. So this was, again, a step in the right direction, and we're going to continue to keep working forward. We put out a very, very long proposal of things that we would like to see different inside the city of Philadelphia for our workers. And the city has that, and I believe that they understand that we want to work to continue to achieve a lot of those proposal points that we put in there. And so this, again, is just a step in the right direction. And so I thank our men and women, all the men and women that were at home, that were prepared and took the strike vote and were prepared to, put themselves out there, put their lives and their families out there on the line. It wasn't going to be a nice Thanksgiving, man. But we've averted that to be able to continue to keep moving forward and, again, provide a little bit of better economic stability for our people. So, again, the commitment has been there to put there. District Council 33, my officers will not let me sit on my laurels on this. They will continue to keep pushing me, as the members will, to make sure we're advocating and fighting for our people for the best that we can have.
I also want to state for the record that this is, we're here, and I'm really excited and proud about this agreement. But I also want to just state for the record that we have some major issues that we have to address here in the city of Philadelphia, that our municipal workforce has to be front and center and a part of, and we talked about this as well. We made a commitment to create 30,000 units of housing in the city of Philadelphia. And in order to ensure that all of Philadelphia gets an opportunity to benefit from those 30,000 units, we have to work in partnership with, shoulder to shoulder with our municipal workforce. How in the world can you work for the city of Philadelphia, but you can't afford to buy a home here? There's something about that narrative that is not quite right. When I grew up in my proud working class blue collar neighborhood uptown in Northwest Philadelphia, 19th and Cheltenham, 1900 block of Penfield Street, it was with pride and dignity that I had family members who were members of District Council 33 and that workforce, and they could own a home in the city of Philadelphia. So while we have this agreement, we're going to stay at the table, Mr. President, as you noted, working towards a multi-year agreement, but we also need District Council 33 being partners with us in our pursuit for those 30,000 units and advocating for funding to ensure that we get that and to develop policies to make sure that they have the ability to participate in that way as well. So there's more than one way that I feel like we will be delivering for our municipal workforce. Any other questions? Yes. On today, how about in order to get to yes, we did what I learned to do when I was in Harrisburg. And people know that I'm a very proud Democrat, but I happened to be the leader of the Philadelphia delegation when I had a Republican governor, a Republican-controlled House, and a Republican-controlled Senate. And let me tell you that I agreed to disagree sometimes with 99% of what some of those leaders were proffering. But when it came time for us to get to yes on the extension of the sales tax for the city of Philadelphia, because our city was hemorrhaging and that pension fund was 45% funded and we needed that revenue, I had to figure out how to get to yes. When the school district had a structural deficit, I couldn't come back with a speech and a fist in the air saying, oh yeah, that's how we're going to help the district. We had to get that cigarette tax enacted, and it would not have happened had we not done it in Harrisburg and working in a bipartisan manner to do it. So rather than focus on the things where we may not have common ground and we may not share the perspective, we got to yes on those issues
where we are. District Council 33 still remains strong as it relates to their perspective on some issues, and I remain strong on some issues that I have a perspective on. But on tonight, we figured out how to get to yes, and that's what I'm super proud of on tonight. Thank you all so much for being here.